Hello guys, it's Element of the Ride back with another video, and in today's video I'm going to be continuing my series but on Valravn. So, welcome to Element of Valravn. But before we get into the video, it is a B&M dive coaster that opened with the park in 2016. It has 3 rows of 8 seats across, seating 24 riders per train. It has a height of 223 feet, a drop of 214 feet, reaching 75 miles an hour, as it goes through its 3,415 feet of track. And in that feet of track, it incorporates 3 inversions. When it opened, it did break some coaster records for dive coasters. When are we gonna, not specify these records so much? But those were later broken by, of course, Yukon Striker at Canada's Wonderland, which is also owned by Cedar Fair. I don't know. I know as much as you. But back on track, Valravn, I have only ridden it once. I did ride in the 3rd row, and I regret not riding in the front row, because I hear this is a front row ride, and I'm going this year, and I'm hoping to get a front row ride. I don't know if the people there do request to get front row, but if they don't, I will just keep riding it until I get front row, because there are some rides that I've heard are front row rides, and this is definitely one of them, so I'm gonna try and get front row on this. But the best place to sit is probably gonna be front row. It's like I said, many people have stated that front row is amazing on this. And the element is right here, the 0G roll that is almost stalls out, or feels like it. Not a 0G stall, just not that type of 0G roll, but it feels very slow when you go through the roll, and you get a lot of hang time. And I kind of like hang time, so I kind of like that, and that was my favorite element of the ride. After all, there's an Immelman, a dive loop, a 0G roll, and then an airtime hill, which allows for no airtime because of the vest restraints. That's another story. I kind of like the vest restraints when it comes to comfort, although they do get a little bit tight and staple you. The airtime hill was blocked out by the vest restraints. There are some cases I love the restraints and some I don't. So that is a different argument that I don't want to touch on today, because this is just an element of Valravn video and not a why do Valravn restraints are good or bad. Yeah, so not going to touch on that too much, but this coaster is very, very good. It was my first ever dive coaster. You know, I went on it not knowing really what to expect, except it holds you at the top and dropped you. It was a lot more fun than I ever thought it would be. But, yeah, and this is just a short element of video. But before we get to the summary, I do want to say that this is my first Cedar Point element of the ride coaster. So, if you want to see more Cedar Point roller coasters like this, let me know, because I've only done Kings Island so far. And let me know what coaster you want to see next. Before. Yeah, so the summary now. The summary. So, your where to sit is going to be front row because of the experience a dive coaster gives with front row. That's really not a question, and you should just ride front row. Although the other 2 rows, they give you pretty much the same ride, the front row is gonna give you the best ride. So front row it is for that. If you are scared, if you want to go back row because you're scared, go back row, but then go front row again and see how different the experience is. It's gonna be fun, trust me. And then your element to look out for, or as I like to call it, my favorite element, it is going to be the 0G roll at the end, near the end of the ride, in the second half, after your dive loop. It is slow motion, allows for some great hang time, feels like you're slowly rolling out of it. and that is just my favorite part of the ride. I'm assuming that is most people's favorite part of the ride because I hear a lot about it. But yeah, so that is the Valravn element of. So comment down below what roller coaster you would like to see next. Like to see this series on next, and yeah, I'm thinking about doing Banshee next for element of, but I'd like to keep a couple videos in between my element of series just to give you guys some different content than this. But yeah, let me know what you would like to see, and if not Banshee, then comment what you want to see, because I can do any Kings Island roller coaster, but what I can't do much of is Cedar Point. I know I can do some Cedar Point roller coasters, and if you request it, I can probably make it happen. I just can't do Gatekeeper or Top Dog Dragster until later this year after I have, well, no, that's not right because Top Dog Dragster is closed. Oh, that's not exciting at all. Well, it truly isn't exciting. I meant that to be sarcastic, but it came out true. But yeah, so I will hopefully ride Gatekeeper, and then I could do an element of on that. But until then, I can only do a few rides at Cedar Point and all of Kings Island. So comment down below what you want to see next. I will hopefully make that after a couple videos. So sorry for the rushed video today, but comment down below what roller coaster you would want to see me do off-ride shots for first when Kings Island opens back up and I am able to go, because I will do that. And otherwise, sorry for the rush video. Like I said, it's not that short of a video. I just kind of hurried it up and did it. But yeah, so that's all the announcements I have, I think. And so yeah, that's the video, and have a good day. And this is Element of the Rides signing off.